ionic air purifier was sent to me by Clarifion to try out and review, and it looks pretty cool. So the plug came separate in the box. So I added the plug, and it's literally just plug and go. I was shocked at how small this is. Like, it just is the size of the palm of my hand. I thought it was going to be some like big, bulky, boxy air purifier that would be like the size of a trash can or something. But this is very small, very compact. It really only has one button to turn on when it's plugged in. There is a filter. So you can pop out the top here, and this filter is easy to take out. When this filter is full of dander and hair and dust, you can rinse it out under water and reuse it several times. And then eventually you're going to have to get a new one, but not for a while. And that just pops right back on. So the really cool thing is in how this works. So it's got all these little plus signs all over it, because what it does is it charges the particles in the air. So if you have a pet, if you have dust, if you have all of these things that are floating in the air that you are breathing in, it changes the charge of the particles so that they become heavier than the air. And then when they're heavier than the air, they fall down to the ground and get on your carpet or your floor, where then you can safely and effectively just vacuum them up. So if you have one of these guys walking around and there is fur that is all over the place, and you know those little like dust mites that you see in the sunshine, this is going to make those heavier, and that way they will fall to the ground, and then your vacuum will vacuum them right up and you won't be breathing them anymore. So I think this looks pretty cool. I'm going to plug it in and show you what it looks like.
Since there's only the one button, you cycle through the 4 modes by pushing the button over and over again. So let's take a look at all of these. I was able to plug it in easily, even with this other big plug underneath it. So that was easy. And we're going to press the button. This is mode 1. So we have low light, low fan. And I don't hear anything. There is no sound really coming out of this fan. So let's go to mode 2. High light, high fan. Mode 3 and mode 4. So on the high fan, I can hear a fan sound. It's just kind of like a box fan sound, but I'm just so pleased with how small this is. I think this is great for homes with pets, apartments, and dorms.